Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. Good news. It's time for some Saturday morning React tunes. This time featuring Star Trek, the animated series, Season 1, Episode 15, The Eye of the Beholder. And friends, this is the penultimate episode of Season 1. I cannot believe we are here already. If you can do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Saturday morning React tunes. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time for two things: sugary cereal and Star Trek, the animated series, Season 1, Episode 15, The Eye of the Beholder. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Jim's going to tell us about the animated Final Frontier. I cannot believe. Okay, so this is the penultimate episode of Season 1, 15 of 16. Now, whenever we get into the next season, I believe there are only 5 or 6 episodes. So we are single digits no matter what, no matter how you cut it. Star Trek continues coming up in a rush, everybody. Very, very quickly. Looking forward to that. And then to the movies. Never seen the motion picture. Really looking forward to that one. Written by David Harmon, The Eye of the Beholder.
We are orbiting the planet Lactra 7. Our
Lactra?
mission is to discover the whereabouts or fate of a 6-member science crew. A landing party beamed aboard to see if the deserted ship's log and computers could give us any information.
I, Lieutenant Commander Markel, have made the
Markel.
The 3 remaining crew members, myself included, will beam down to effect a rescue.
It was against all orders.
The need was apparently desperate.
The captain of a ship, no matter his rank, must follow the book.
Really, Jim?
What can we expect to find on Lactra 7?
It's a Class M planet. Gravity, Earth normal. Atmosphere, Earth normal.
So Earth.
According to their log, they beamed down 6 weeks ago.
5 weeks, 3 days, 2 hours, and 4 minutes to be exact, Captain.
Careless of me, Mr. Spock. I want a landing party to at least beam down to the last known coordinates the other crew used.
Jim, if the others are lost, why take the risk?
Because they may not be dead.
Mr. Arax has located a variety of life forms on the planet. No large groups or city clusters yet.
Then we'll beam back up.
Logical, Captain?
Okay. That was not Mr. Scott. That was Handlebar Chief Kyle.
10 yards the other way, and we'd be boiled alive.
Unusual that such
Great.
a lake would exist under these planetary conditions.
Geothermal?
Most remarkable.
Or
Able to navigate on land.
I know it, kid.
Plum, how do you know that? We have to get stronger phasers.
Not a very welcome sight, is it?
I actually really like that shot, the big 3.
Did you get a fix on that, Jim?
Yes, that way.
I really like that silhouette shot.
There could be many reasons why we did not.
Well, never mind counting them.
Plum is literally bred, I guess, to be a curmudgeon. And he does it well.
It seems to gather strength from our phasers, in my opinion.
Concentrate on the underside of the neck.
Well, he doesn't like that.
Captain,
Right here. You all right?
I am undamaged. Where is Dr. McCoy?
Yeah, Dr. McCoy didn't make it. Oh my God, he's under it.
We'll
Well-
get you out, Bones.
How? We're going to roll it over top of you.
We don't lift the tail off. We dig the doctor out.
That's smart. There you go. Thank you, Spock.
The air was running out under there.
Were you hurt?
No, just surprised it isn't every day a dinosaur falls on you.
I'm assuming they killed it. Saturday morning cartoon.
This seems a lot more friendly than the desert.
Captain, doesn't it strike you strange that 2 such different ecologies could coexist so closely? Merely an observation, Captain.
Got some good shots in this one.
There is a large concentration of life forms 98.5 kilometers northeast of you. Apparently a city or a central gathering place.
I don't like it, Jim. Why only one short signal and no more?
I don't know, but at least they're alive.
Apparently alive.
Presumably alive. We didn't hear anything other than static.
The water is too pure.
It tastes just fine.
Nonetheless, it is too pure.
So it's artificial, it's man-made.
Was manufactured, not created.
Terraforming isn't new. It implies intelligent life forms.
Yes, but terraforming usually follows a pattern.
Right. Desert and then a rainforest?
Phasers on full stun.
They're useless.
No, they're like the dragons on Maribel. The stun charge should get them.
Oh, it scared him off at least.
By observation alone, it appears they hit an invisible force field.
Really?
Then,
Dear God. These massive things snuck up on us. These massive snails.
For hours, where are they taking us?
towards the northwest, toward the city Scotty reported.
Captain, there it is.
At least you guys didn't have to walk.
If they can communicate at all.
Perhaps not in a way we understand. I keep receiving impressions.
Telepathic?
A force field. It seems harmless enough.
So do the bars of a jail, unless you're on the inside.
And we are definitely on the inside.
Somebody! Anybody!
A wasteful use of energy, Doctor.
That'll definitely work, Plum.
Are the aliens telepathic?
I've come to the conclusion they are, Captain. But the speed at which the thoughts flow is too great for me to comprehend.
Really?
They appear to be as advanced beyond Earth's civilization as you are from a colony of ants.
Okay.
A technology this advanced could easily travel to other star systems to collect specimens.
Yeah, the different biospheres then, yeah.
They took our phasers, communicators, and other equipment, so they must have some idea we're intelligent.
Not necessarily, Captain.
So this is like a preserve or a zoo?
Wait a minute. You.
Sons of bitches!
So much for mythology.
I find them strangely attractive.
Really cool creatures. So I wonder if, obviously there's an alien species that's controlling all of these, like especially like the snails with the snuffleupagus thing.
On this planet, Bones, they seem to be the people, and we are the animals.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant Commander Tom Markel.
Hey, Markel.
We've been expecting you.
You've what?
Well, we heard your communicator signal.
Then why didn't you warn us?
We couldn't warn you. They're constantly picking up our equipment and fooling with it. Lieutenant Randolph is in the house. She's running a high fever, but we can't seem to do anything about it.
I'll check her out. Maybe I can help.
This is a zoo, so tremendous as to be almost unbelievable.
So the first three on the landing party died. Saturday morning cartoon.
Have you tried to communicate?
Yes, sir. But all we've been able to arouse in them is a sort of quivering motion.
We seem to have company.
They built this for us.
Okay, so these are the aliens. They're not being controlled. Okay.
I can't seem to get through, Captain. They appear too involved with each other.
Well, they're quivering.
How is she?
Without my instruments, it's difficult to make an exact diagnosis. Rough guess is a malarial type infection caused by an insect bite.
Outside the force field, all our toys, phasers, communicators, medical supplies.
Then my equipment should be there.
Food. But it's not feeding time.
They must have sensed a need and interpreted it as food.
I suggest we all concentrate on the medical kit.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man shows up. I couldn't help it, Jim. It just popped right in there.
It's all here. They haven't damaged it.
Let's all think about the force field being turned off.
We are specimen animals in a zoo, and they have taken every precaution to prevent our escape. To them, we are caged for life.
Well, I mean, Spock, what should we do then? Should we just put our feet up and just, guess it's time for us to be zoo exhibits? No. We got a spaceship above, too.
Aren't Vulcans telepathic?
To a degree, with our own species and with some others.
What's their impression of us?
We seem to frighten the smaller ones. Some, the females, I believe, find us quite ugly. From what I can gather, Even the Enterprise is no match for their force field.
Really?
I suggest that one of our number appear to be ill. The rest of us will put strong thoughts in our minds that a communicator is needed for recovery.
Also, we had a little foreshadowing. Whenever you're stuck underneath the dinosaur, can we dig under the force field? Does that work?
The communicator. Concentrate on the communicator.
Think of the communicator. I think I'll start quivering. The communicator. Quivering. Here's the communicator.
Enterprise, this is Captain Kirk. Beam us aboard.
What was that, Captain? Oops.
Well, let's not stand here. Let's do something.
The best thing we can do is...
What is it?
Yeah, they're telepathic.
They think too fast, in too complex a manner. If he gives up for even one moment, he may go mad.
Great.
Everyone clear out.
What's going on?
I think it's harmless, but I'm not sure. Supposing you and I talk this over.
They cleared the bridge. Wow.
Captain, they have concluded they cannot break through your mind on a one-to-one basis. They are now gathering the mental strength of all 5 of them.
Great.
Everybody, concentrate on Captain Kirk. Form a thought screen.
No. No. Let me alone, please.
Why wouldn't Scotty, like, beam them back up?
I'm all right.
Well, then let's get the F out of here.
Then how did you get here?
I convinced it I wasn't a pet, and that it should bring the ship back into orbit.
I can make out something. It's difficult. They think so fast.
Can we just leave?
The child has learned and told its parents all about the Federation and the races it encompasses. We are considered simplistic, but in the process of evolving into a higher order.
Even Vulcans?
For God's sakes, Plum. Not Vulcans, too.
Do we get out of here?
It appears so. They do not feel we belong in their zoo.
Well, we'll see you later, Snuffleupaguy.
We are a scientific contact team, and we learned practically nothing.
Offhand, I'd say we learned to keep our hands off.
You lost 3 crew members. That's 50% of your crew, bud.
We'll be welcome back in 20 or 30 centuries.
Our time or theirs?
Theirs.
Either way, Mr. Spock, it will hardly be our problem.
Don't count on it, Jim. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Star Trek, the animated series, Season 1, Episode 15, the penultimate episode, The Eye of the Beholder. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Star Trek, the animated series, Episode 15 of the very first season, The Eye of the Beholder. And again, this is like rinse and repeat with me with watching these. Whenever I watch them, I always think to myself, man, this would make a great live action one, which is a disservice to the animated series, I know. But at the same time, you know, I love seeing what the imaginative process is. Like, if we didn't have a budget, what would we have? And now we had, you know, it's great because it's like, what are the things that we couldn't do? Well, we couldn't have like a fully blown out menagerie, you know what I mean? With like huge dinosaur type creatures and all kinds of like very odd, very kind of almost like, I don't want to say unrealistic, but just you know, almost like mind bending. You know, I'm thinking of those things with like the weird kind of kite wings that it had on there. You know, very Cthulhu, some of these creatures we have. And to be very honest, running into aliens like this that bear very little resemblance, if any resemblance, to like a human or, you know, a biped or anything like that, I think it really kind of lends a bit of, again, realism for Star Trek in that, you know, not every alien we meet is going to be like a subset of human. You know, we're going to find like incorporeal, you know, we're going to find like these large creatures. Like, you know, if we were presented with these aliens, who I don't even think we had a name for them, the Snuffleupaguy, you know, the snails with the big trunks. But if I saw these creatures, we're just walking around, we see these great big creatures coming up, my initial thought would be, This must be a beast of burden. This must be an animal. This couldn't possibly be some type of sentient creature, and that's the snobbery biped human in me coming out. Plus, it's all, all of the science fiction normally has human-esque characters. That's why I think of Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest, whenever they image induced themselves, I guess, to look human, but when they took that down, you had a creature that was just absolutely as far away from a human, type of experience as we could possibly have. And I like that. I really do, because again, it just speaks of the imagination that was behind a paywall. You know what I mean? We had these incredibly creative people on Star Trek, the original series, who just had monetary constraints. If we didn't have those, if we had an unlimited budget, if we had CGI or something cheaper that we could have used instead of practical effects, the ideas that they came up with were so incredibly stellar. And have we seen something like this before? Sure, in the very first episode, The Cage, rehashed in the menagerie. But again, I think that this type of just having a different looking captor, I think, lends so much more to the story, because it opens up the idea of exploration and what our perceptions are of the process. Coming across, the Telosians looked vaguely, not vaguely, they looked a lot like humans with great big kind of billowy heads, or flexing heads. These creatures don't. And so I think that in and of itself is both for the audience and for the crew of the Enterprise, or whoever happens to be there from Starfleet, or whoever our protagonist narrators happen to be. It's their job now to look back on these things, and when we have another first contact, the assumptions aren't there that everybody has to be, a reflection of humanity. We're looking at these things now, and these are incredibly intelligent beings, vastly superior to our intelligence, and they don't look a thing like us. Once again, once we get past our own egos, I think that the exploration aspect of Star Trek begins to open up a little bit. Enjoyed the episode quite a bit, and next week, friends, we are down to the season finale of season 1, and like I said, I believe we only have 5 or 6 available in season 2, so winding down we are. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Saturday morning React Tunes. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to say goodbye from Saturday morning React Tunes and our time upon the virtual couch watching cartoons, as we did, or at least I did, back in our youth. And friends, now it's time to say goodbye. So where do we say goodbye from this episode of Star Trek, the animated series? I'm going to break a couple of my own rules here, friends. And instead of saying goodbye from inside the episode, I'm going to say goodbye from something that was mentioned in the episode. 20 to 30 centuries later, humanity is finally able to talk to the Snuffleupagus. Friends, until such time as we can conclude season 1 of Star Trek, the animated series, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.
Thank you.